So what is a responsive website? Well, basically a responsive website is one that automatically responds to either a mobile or a tablet or a desktop. Now, if you're using WordPress, the key to a responsive website. Now, if you're using WordPress, what you need is a responsive WordPress theme. And this basically just takes care of it all, and it'll automatically change the way the website is displayed, as I say, depending on whether it's a mobile, a tablet, or a desktop. So if we look at an example of a mobile responsive theme, this is a website displayed on a desktop. So as you can see, it's got the traditional menus at the top here and everything. Now, if I resize this to a mobile shape, so I'll just bring this in a bit. So we get something like that. So maybe something like that. So that's basically how it's going to look on the desktop. So you've got your traditional menus at the top here, and they sort of drop down in the normal way. Now, if I resize this to the shape of a mobile phone, then as you can see, things look different. We no longer have the menu. So the menu on the desktop looked like that. If I resize it, now we've got this sort of drop down type menu, which works on a mobile phone. There's also some other features. So if we look at how this is going to be displayed on the desktop, there's no big button here, but if I resize this, in this case, it automatically, just get rid of the menu, it automatically displays this button here, which on a mobile, of course, you could actually press the button and it would ring the company name. And you might think, well, how does this work? It's basically a plugin, a WordPress plugin. I think it's called Call Now or something like that. And you just install it, put your phone number in, and that's it. It works. Another reason why you should consider WordPress if you're not already using it. But as I say, obviously on a mobile, there's no point having that button there, so no button. So as I say, it adapts to the resolution, if you like. So it knows, the responsive theme knows whether it's working on a mobile, a tablet, or indeed a desktop stroke laptop. The other thing is, if I just sort of move this in and out, you'll see that on a responsive theme, this picture here responds to the width of the screen, like so. So if it's very, very small or large, it just adapts accordingly. In the same way with these panels here, if we move in, at that point they drop down underneath each other. If we move here, they're displayed side by side. So again, it responds to the screen dimensions. It's a responsive website. Now you need to check to see whether your website is mobile friendly. There's various ways of doing this. If I bring up my website, so I've just brought up one of my websites here. There's various ways of checking to see whether your website is mobile friendly. If you just search for the mobile friendly test tool from Google, you'll find this page, and literally you just enter a URL. Click on the Run Test button. So there you are. In this case, the page is mobile friendly. It gives you an idea of what it looks like here. This is quite a simple page, and you've got additional resources down here. Something else you can do as a quick test is bring up your website, and if you've installed SEO Quake, and if you go to where it says Diagnose, if you go down to the mobile section here, it will check to see whether your website has a meta viewpoint. If it has, that just means it automatically responds to a mobile, tablet, or desktop. So in this case, it's got a tick, so it does. So it's important to realize that your website might be responsive, but not necessarily mobile friendly. So responsive basically means the sort of layout and the size of everything will change depending on whether it's a mobile, laptop, or tablet. But for true mobile friendliness, you need to use that Google tool, because for instance, if you've got a long menu and all the items are too close together, Google will flag that as not mobile friendly, so it might recommend you make some changes. So as I say, it's important that you do run the Google tool and just check that from Google's point of view, your website is mobile friendly.